So that paranoia, sense of paranoia you're talking about, that's not exclusive to you. We can all acknowledge that, wondering what other people are thinking about us. And I feel like I should say something. That's very common. So what we're noticing is, what is at the center of that? It's again the sense that I have something to uphold, something to protect, something to maintain, some kind of self-image or whatever. So that links up very nicely with this experience you're having, this fear of being taken over. Yeah. In a sense, that's exactly what this is.
I know.
Because we have this idea of what we are. And as we've been looking all week, there is nothing substantial about it whatsoever. It's made up of thoughts, feelings and sensations that are just like those leaves in a stream. There's nothing fixed. It's like a cloud, always disassembling and reforming. There's nothing there. It's a collection of appearances to give the impression of something solid called me that needs to be protected and upholded. And what we're seeing is, no, what we are is this. It's this presence that we can't describe, but we can't deny it. Here it is, in which this character we call me arises, just like everything else. So you, the supposed you, the character me, is being taken over. When you explore this really deeply, that's exactly what's happening. It's not going to go anywhere, because it never was anything anyway. So things can carry on just as they were, but the sense that your center is inside this little unit, that's what goes. So that's what's taken over. And everything carries on just as it was. But your sense of true identity is this presence that doesn't need to uphold anything. That's the freedom. And then our character is free too, to follow its own uniqueness, unconstrained by all these other deliberations. And if they happen, they'll still happen, that's fine too. It's all part of this unfolding in what you are, this presence. So it feels terrifying for me, because it feels like I'm going to lose something. You are. It's like a death in a sense, and that sounds dramatic.
No, it doesn't.
But, in all the traditions, it's there to be seen. Even in Christianity, Jesus says you have to lose your life to gain your life.
Yeah. It's funny, I was telling someone yesterday that actually it did feel like I was going to die.
Yeah. In a sense, you are. The idea of you is.
That doesn't actually sound as petrifying as it did yesterday.
You see, in a sense, it's not really true, even that, because what we're saying is we'll die actually never existed in the first place. It's just a conglomeration of ideas that seem to create something supposedly fixed and solid. But there's nothing solid. The only thing that's unchanging is this presence. Just look now, experience now. Everything is moving and shifting and falling apart and reconstructing, falling apart and reconstructing. The only thing that's not is you, this presence.
God.
Yeah, this is your eternal nature. And it's available to be recognized and lived now not when we die as an experience. The whole universe of James, or the universe of whatever dies, finishes. That's an appearance in this, that this is the unborn.
The unborn.
Unborn, yeah.
Right. So let's put, okay. I'm taking it in.
Yeah. Don't worry about the words too much, but just here now.
Mm-hmm.
As we melt, just as you were saying.
Yes.
All the ideas and the holdings and the upholding self-images, it all melts into this ocean of simply being. Do you see in that moment, like, what separates us? Where is this boundary? How absurd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're looking at yourself. Really.
Wow.